We have some more evidence that give us more confirmations about details about Spider-Man No Way Home. If you haven't heard, recently Spider-Man No Way Home started doing some reshoots. They've decided to refilm some scenes or put in new scenes. And in a weird way, this actually kind of gives us a confirmation that Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, is actually going to be in Spider-Man No Way Home, and he probably is going to be played by Charlie Cox, which is something that I know just a ton of fans would be super excited about because a lot of fans really loved him as Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, in the Daredevil show. And if what we have heard is true, this also sets up the premise for the Echo show that is supposedly coming to Disney Plus, and the rumors that Daredevil and Kingpin will appear in that show. And as we saw in Loki, it looks like Marvel really is starting to plant the seeds for future projects in the current projects that we're getting. But let's jump into it, talk about what it all means, and break it down. And if you're new and you want to stay up to date on all things happening in the MCU, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. So as I mentioned, right now Spider-Man No Way Home is going through some reshoots. And there have been photos online that do confirm this. There is activity going on in previous sets that Spider-Man No Way Home was using. We have the pictures to prove this, which proves that the movie is indeed in reshoots right now. Now, some people are asking, what does that mean for the trailer? And I'm not exactly sure right now. I don't think this will affect the trailer release. I think at this point, with only 5 months left till the movie releases, I think they have what they need for the trailer. So for those of you who are worried that this might push the trailer release date back, I don't think it will. However, I still haven't really been told any type of confirmation on when to expect a trailer. But of course, I'll update if I hear something. But reshoots are 100% happening right now, and something very interesting happened. Charlie Cox, who of course played Daredevil / Matt Murdock in the Netflix series, he was supposed to appear at Celebrity Fan Fest in a couple of weeks, taking place on August 7th and August 8th. However, yesterday, Celebrity Fan Fest posted this on their official Twitter page. Good news and some sad news. The good news: tomorrow, Wednesday, 7/21, which is today right now, we will make a new guest announcement for Saturday, August 7th and Sunday, August 8th. This is a very positive announcement, and we think fans will be excited about this new guest being added to Celebrity Fan Fest 2021. The sad news: unfortunately, due to last-minute filming schedule changes, Charlie Cox will no longer join us for Celebrity Fan Fest. But don't worry, if you sent in an item for an autograph or still want to, he's graciously agreed to make sure everything gets signed, which is nice of him. But let's talk about the fact that they said, due to last-minute filming schedule changes, he's not going to be attending. Last-minute filming schedule changes. What has recently begun refilming, as we saw? Spider-Man No Way Home. Who has been reported by multiple outlets to appear in Spider-Man No Way Home? The one and only Matt Murdock. And now they're doing reshoots, and now all of a sudden Charlie Cox can't appear at Celebrity Fan Fest because of last-minute filming schedule changes. This can't be a coincidence. Spider-Man No Way Home starts reshooting, and then all of a sudden Charlie Cox has to cancel on Celebrity Fan Fest for a filming conflict, a last-minute filming conflict. Especially after we've heard the reports from credible outlets stating that Matt Murdock is indeed going to be in Spider-Man No Way Home. And if you caught my video that I did, I think a couple of days ago, I talked about a plot leak, and I heard from very credible sources that this plot leak is indeed true. A lot of what is in it is going to happen in the movie, and if you recall, in the very beginning, it actually mentions Matt Murdock. Actually, in the first couple of lines of the plot leak, it mentions him. It says, Peter's life is ruined after his identity was revealed at the end of the last Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man No Way Home. He is now facing trial, and Matt Murdock is his lawyer. Then, once upon a time, there was also an account from somebody who claimed to have auditioned for a minor role in Spider-Man No Way Home, just as an extra in a classroom, and they did mention that they heard Matt Murdock. And of course, many people have reported him being in the film. However, something I do want to specify when it comes to Matt Murdock appearing in Spider-Man No Way Home, and that is, nobody has actually mentioned Daredevil. People have mentioned Matt Murdock only, and when they talk about him, they state that it is just going to be him. No suit, no Daredevil. So unfortunately, even if Matt Murdock is in the film, it's not going to be Daredevil, so don't expect that. But just having Matt Murdock in Spider-Man No Way Home as Peter's lawyer is going to be pretty epic, and it does set up a lot of things for the future. It has been reported that we are going to be getting an Echo series on Disney+. And with that report comes the other reports that actual Daredevil and Kingpin are going to be appearing in that show as well. And this could very well be the setup for that, which again is great news because that means that Charlie Cox is most likely going to reprise his role as Daredevil, but in the MCU. Something that we were worried about, and I don't think this is going to happen for many of the other actors and actresses for the Netflix series. I think this is just a one-off thing. Charlie Cox was so good at playing Matt Murdock in Daredevil that Kevin Feige thought to bring him back. So it looks like he's going to be starting off as Peter Parker's lawyer in Spider-Man No Way Home, most likely in the very beginning of the film. Now, who knows what's actually going to happen in the beginning of the movie? Who knows if Matt Murdock actually wins the case for Peter and he's no longer wanted for murder, but everybody knows he's Spider-Man? Or maybe he loses and Peter has to go on the run. It's unclear at this point because we know that Peter Parker is actually going to go to Doctor Strange and ask him to cast a spell so people can forget that he is indeed Spider-Man. So whatever happens in trial in court, it seems like the outcome is still going to be everyone still knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Now, he may not be wanted for the murder of Mysterio, but there are probably going to be some people who, even if a court rules that he isn't guilty, will still probably think he's guilty, because that's just the way that goes. And regardless, he's just a high school kid. He's going to want to have a normal life, so that's probably why he goes to Doctor Strange, to have everybody forget what happened so he can just live a normal teenage life. But not before having Matt Murdock as his lawyer. Also, if you'd like to know something very hilarious about the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, I posted this on my Instagram yesterday, and if you're not following me, you should, because I post a ton of funny memes and updates on there before I post them on here. So if you've seen this, you know, but if you haven't, what's hilarious is that cinemas, theaters, they are now using fan-made Spider-Man No Way Home posters and actually putting them up in the theaters. And this is hilarious because this even shows that the theaters themselves are even tired of Sony not releasing anything for Spider-Man No Way Home, not an official poster or trailer or really anything besides the title. And that was a long time ago. That was months ago. And there's only 5 months left, actually under 5, almost only 4 months left until we get the actual movie. Sony really is making us wait till the actual movie comes out to really learn anything about it, which to me is just further proof that this is going to be a true Spider-Verse film with Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, Alfred Molina's Doc Ock, Jamie Foxx's Electro, and seemingly now, Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock. But hopefully we won't have to wait for that trailer much longer. Hopefully it comes out within the next couple of weeks. I'll update if I hear anything, so be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos.